Net neutrality allows for us to have a diverse opinion about what's going on. If only the government is allowed to streamline, at least 5 people who own the media are allowed to streamline the information you get and control all of that information, we end up in the dark. With that said, right now we have knowledge of the slave trade that's going on in Libya, which is something that we would not have access to. Obviously, mainstream media does not ever address global issues. So long as they don't pertain to white people affected by the tragedy. So we have to really, as a global mind, as you know, because I know I have fans all over the world, so I'm speaking to all of you, to really kind of grasp onto what it is that we want to accomplish here on this planet. There are so many of us who are suffering, and so much tragedy is just being spewed right now. We have to, as a community, as the people, come together and combat, these forces, these powers that are telling us that we are not worth anything, these powers that are telling us that we do not amount to anything, that slavery is okay, that it's normal, that sexual harassment is acceptable, and that we should hire Roy Moore as a fucking senator, regardless of his past, because we need No! We need to fucking hold people accountable for their bullshit. We need every single voice. Every single voice matters. So if you have the ability to contribute your voice to this, to speak up about the issues that are going on, the things that are really happening in this world, fuck celebrity, fuck money, fuck all of the things that they tell you are what make you a worthy human being, what make you a successful human being. You know what's going to make you successful? What's going to make you successful is giving a shit about the world you live in, the planet you live on, the humans that are being exploited by these systems of power that were set up by the people who do not give a fuck about the majority. And we're not minorities, we are the majority. And the people right now, our governments, the people who are in power and leading, they're not really giving. We just have to unite as a people, because at the end of the day, if we don't start to recognize, the patterns and the fact that they're going to continue to try and take away our rights, they're going to continue to try to silence us, they're going to continue to try to keep us in the dark and uneducated about what is truly going on in the world. And right now, greed and corruption run everything. And we have to understand that people of all races, of all ethnicities, of so many different kinds of countries, in South America to the Middle East to the Africa, all around, we're suffering. And as long as we, passively address certain, issues that just happen to get more momentum than others, as long as we don't really address the core issues that are propelling all of these tragedies, we're going to continue to repeat history, because that's the way shit goes, man. Like, history repeats itself because we don't educate ourselves. And actually, it's not that we don't educate ourselves, it's that we've never had access to knowledge unless you were an elite up until this era. And that's why net neutrality is such a fucking thing, because if we allow them to take away our right to information that everyone can access, you can be anyone and have this access. If we allow them to take that away, we're giving them the power again.
All that I am asking is for a little clarity. That's all that really matters to me.